What's going on? We back. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Doing another season preview. And if you don't know, we started yesterday previewing every team the Detroit Lions would play this year. And week 7, after week 6 bye, we'll take on the Miami Dolphins. And before we go into the week 6 bye, we play the Green Bay Packers as well. Going down to Miami. And that always got to be a treat to go to Miami. Beautiful, beautiful city. Football franchise, I believe, should be better than what it has been, especially with the amenities of Miami, how beautiful it is. But definitely with college football and high school football reigns supreme. Anybody that knows that been down to Florida, and I've been there for quite some time, it reigns supreme. But the Dolphins, they lost some people. Let's start off there. They lost a big guy, Dominican Sue, who they took from us from Detroit. And he was a solid player down there, but he didn't have that pizzazz or that impact that contract would indicated. And he didn't mean more to that team than what he meant in Detroit. And that's a fact. In Detroit, the team was built around him. But in Miami, he made an impact. We thought it would be better, everybody. With Mario Williams down there and Cameron Wake on the edges and him in the middle. It really didn't make it go out that way. Eventually, they did trade Byron Maxwell as well. He didn't cut it. Got Kiko Alonso back. They got Rashad Jones still. They brought over T.J. McDonald from the Rams. They got him listed as a safety, and that's very, very smart because he is a safety. As a cornerback, he was getting torched a lot, man. But as a safety, I think he can still do some man coverage, and but he could be better in the safety and be just a box safety. He's a big physical defensive back. He could do a little bit of coverage, and but he could do some run support as well too. So that's a good move by them. Rashad Jones, they safety, he's a big hitter as well. Has some suspension issues with with PEDs, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it's a solid team, man. Even without Ndamukong Suh, they still got Cameron Wake. They got Robert Quinn. They brought over in the trade from the Los Angeles Rams. They defensive backs, They've been iffy, but they're young. And you could develop that position. Carolina showed that time and time again, who we talked about yesterday. On the offensive side, Jay Cutler hasn't been re-signed yet, but said he's open to coming back to the NFL, which I know Miami Dolphin fans happy to see Ryan Tannehill come back, or maybe not. But Ryan Tannehill was a quarterback that was making strides, even though he had got benched. I think the last year he played a couple of times, was the year before that versus Buffalo, but they paid him a big contract. They believe in him. Adam Gase is a good offensive coordinator and potentially could be a good coach as well too. He's the head coach down there. They still got Kenyon Drake. They brought in Frank Gore. They brought in Albert Wilson from Kansas City. And also on the defensive side, they got the kid Micah Fitzpatrick, I think his name, from Alabama. Real good DB. So I believe he's a safety as well. So they got a lot of safeties over there. So McDonald might end up playing corner. You know what I'm saying? Also, they still got Devontae Parker, who I love. I love Devontae Parker coming out of Louisville. I wanted, him to be put back with Teddy Bridgewater. I like him. I like Kenny Stills, the way he get down the field. They brought in Josh Sitton to play guard. A lot of people from the Detroit Lions community wanted the Lions to get Josh Sitton from Chicago. He was released, so they made some upgrades. They got the Juwan, I can't remember his name, the kid from Tennessee playing right tackle, I believe. So they made strides to make this team better for Ryan Tannehill, and it really wasn't fair to really judge that team last year with Jay Cutler there, because we know Jay Cutler is pure trash as a quarterback. So we'll see what Ryan Tannehill got and see if his injury, I think it was a knee injury, is good. I'm not ready to give up on Ryan Tannehill yet, and this is coming from a diary of an angry, mad Lions fan sometime. I think he can grow. Remember, he was a quarterback receiver at Texas A&M. I think he still can grow, and I want to see what Adam Gase can do with him. Kenyon Drake had some success on the ground last year. Frank Gore back in South Florida, so that might rejuvenate him. The Inconvenient Truth, I think, is one of the greatest nicknames by any football players. And I always got a lot of respect for the future Hall of Famer, gold jacket wearing Frank Gore. But, the Dolphins, man, I think they can be possibly a sleeper team this year. This is not one of the teams or any teams that I look at the Lions' schedule and say, it's a win. I don't look at any opponents like that because the Lions always make it harder or tougher, and you never can judge what a team can be on paper. You know? You don't know what they could be on paper. And I think the Dolphins got an opportunity to do real good. Do I see them overtaking the New England Patriots in the AFC East? No. But I do know their defense played New England very, very well. They match up well. They know that system real well. We do know Tom Brady's 40. An injury can happen like this. We do know they don't have a backup quarterback. Anything can happen. You know, but looking at the Miami Dolphins, like it's gonna be Tannehill, man. Another team we talked about with Cam Newton getting healthy from last year and hopefully coming into this offseason healthy. Same thing with Ryan Tannehill. Is he gonna come into this offseason healthy and rejuvenated and good to go? And if so, can he take that next step after getting that big payday? Can he build off of that playoff run they had, which he got injured before that as well too? So, you know, for him it's gonna be about deep ball accuracy. You got two really, really good deep ball accuracy receivers, deep ball receivers in Kenny Stills, and you got Devontae Parker, who can work underneath, who come into his own as well in the receiver. And Albert Wilson is a sneaky acquisition as well too. And the protection, they got to protect him, and he got to have confidence. And Gates got to get the ball out of Tannehill's hand quick. You know, get him some play action going with Kenyon Drake, and hit Kenny Stills down the field. You know, Jay Cutler took some chances, and he found Kenny Stills down the field and worked Devontae Parker on the underneath. So, you know, they got rid of Jarvis Landry as well, too. You know, addition by subtraction. Jarvis Landry out, Albert Wilson in, and Landry was a good slot receiver. But obviously they didn't want to pay him the money that Cleveland Browns paid him. So that's real, real smart. But how, you know, looking at that team in the Miami Dolphins, I think they possibly could sneak into the playoffs. But that's only if you know, Cameron Wake stay active and get healthy and rush the quarterback. Robert Quinn rush the quarterback. T.J. McDonald, you know, play better than he been playing. Kiko Alonso come back healthy. You know, Rashad Jones, you know, stay on the field and they really play well on defense. And Tannehill is going to be the X factor for them, man. Tannehill, is he going to deliver after getting all that money and coming back healthy? If you tell me that Ryan Tannehill ain't going to deliver, you know, this team ain't got a chance. So it's really predicated on the growth of Ryan Tannehill, man. If this team goes as he goes, I think they got enough a playoff defense. I think it's still good enough to make the playoffs as a defense, but as an offense, if he don't go, this team don't go, and that's as simple as that, man. And the numbers say this team ain't gonna go far because a lot of people don't believe in Ryan Tannehill and don't think he's a franchise quarterback. So as far as they matching up with the Lions, obviously, you know, you looked at this and you found out we was playing them at one point before Sue was released, which there had been rumors about Ndamukong Suh being released from Miami for a long time. You're like, damn, we was gonna play Sue in Miami. But Sue was coming back with the Los Angeles Rams, excuse me. But like I said, last time we played the Dolphins was 2014. And Brent Grimes made an excellent interception when he jumped over and picked it Calvin, but Calvin was eating that game. We beat them 20-16. They lead us in an all-time matchup as well, like 7-4, something like that. So for what I looked up, but yeah, man, I mean, it's another team that's they front four. And seven gonna have to get pressure. If not, the Lions receiving core is gonna eat. You know, I take Theoretic versus any of their linebackers. You know, I take Golden Tate and Marvin Jones and Kenny Galladay over any of their corners. But they got a lot of run stopping corners as well too. But you know, it's gonna be about protecting Stafford again. It's another team with a strong front seven at rushing the passer with Wake and Robert Quinn. And it's about protecting and offensively, I mean, defensively for the Lions, with Ryan Tannehill is like, you know, pressure him, you know, keep him in the pocket, don't let him scramble out the pocket, and make him beat you from the pocket and beat him with your arm. Make tight, close windows. You can play zone and make him squeeze in between close windows, and you know, and see where the chips may fall, because Kenny Stills can get down the field. Devontae Parker can get in the middle of the field and do his thing, get downfield. But they really don't have anybody that's that scary on the offensive side of the ball, unless Ryan Tannehill really steps his game up. And I like the Lions' chances versus the Dolphins. But like I say, going down there in Miami, it's never easy. It's a lot of distractions off the field. I think it's going to be a really good competitive game. I think the Dolphins took a step forward just by getting rid of Jay Cutler and bringing back Ryan Tannehill. So I expect them to be a little bit better this year. They added Robert Quinn. He ain't really been that good for whatever reason that is in St. Louis, but Just a quick preview of the Miami Dolphins. I'm not going to do wins and losses right now or period. We just wait till the week comes to see, where the chips fall for the Lions and the Dolphins when they do come. This is after a bye week. This is week 7. It's Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for listening. Don't forget we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links in the description. Continue to share the content. And shout out to all the Miami Dolphin fans and all the other fans we're going to get to a little bit later. It's your boy CJ Goodfella, Motor City Lion Talk, Sports Talk. We gone.